Alright guys, Father Time here. This is the fly-by-wire A380X freeware on Microsoft Flight Simulator. Today is November 8th, 2024. We're in the hangar at DFW. We're going to fly this bad boy over to London on what is my second flight. I've done about 6 pre-flights. I've done 1 full flight, sorta, and I'm not real experienced on the Airbus products. So it's quite a challenge for me, but I am so impressed. Let's get started. Okay, here we are. What is one foggy morning in DFW. As I mentioned, getting ready to fly over to London Heathrow. Here's our route of flight coming up here. We are parked at gate 16. These, if you look down the bottom on the chart, when you're flying an A300 or a 747-8, you need to find the special charts. This taxi charts places you can and cannot go. Where you can go in green, whether on 1.8 or 3.6 will push back. We'll see. We'll take a look at what the weather is right now. Sometimes I'm going to be using intentions, so sometimes it's a little different. But right now, 1.25 miles, light rain, mist, 400 broken. If we have to come back in, won't be doing a visual. And it looks like they're landing and taking off to the south. So for us, it's going to be push nose left, facing north. For 1.8 left will be our anticipated route with the A380. Look at that beautiful machine. Yeah, really fantastic job by Fly-by-Wire. You just can't believe it's free. It's really wonderful. Route of flight today, taking us up over Maine in the United States, head out south of Greenland, well south of Iceland, pretty much right in the middle of North Atlantic routes as we make our approach and landing over Ireland into England, into London. But we'll be right back. Let's go ahead and get this big beautiful bird in its cold dark state at the gate. And there we are. Let's go outside, take a look around in the rain here. As I mentioned, I'll be using say intentions. I'm obviously not going to make it all the way to London today. Look at that magnificent creature. I mean, freeware, guys. I was on the, and I am on the TFDi development team as a quality assurance member, and I know what it takes to develop this aircraft, and to think these guys do it for free. Oh my goodness. Let's go inside. They even modeled the cabin. Lower deck, upper deck. Look at that. Part of my poor drone flying, but I mean, really cool. Really cool. Leave this in position, and let's go inside. Now, a couple of things. Getting the GSX to work on this thing. This bad boy comes with its own tug, pushback, its own passenger loading system, everything. But if you wanted to use GSX, you could. I also have pushback toolbar in case GSX fails me, so I keep both on hand, and we've got the regular one. Let's go to the electronic flight bag as we are in cold dark, and we'll get ourselves started here. One thing I haven't done yet is to sign into Navigator. I'm going to import my SimBrief data. There it is, DFW to EGLL. I'll tell you what I know, guys. You know, obviously I'm just telling you, it's my second flight on this, and I'm primarily a Boeing retired captain from a year ago. So there we go. We're loaded up there. We'll go down the left-hand side here. There's our flight plan. If you go down all the way to the bottom of the flight plan, you're going to start seeing your TPS data. This thing does not have an onboard computer for that, so you kind of end up with this. So here we are, passengers 393. This is the upper deck, lower deck. There's our little peeps. We can go services. We'll get the JetBridge going. Here it comes. Look at that. Beautiful. Get the fuel truck over. I don't know if we'll put the car. Let's load it up, shall we? Get the catering out here. Open. Looks like they're going to be able to come in 1L. We'll see if they need any other doors here in a minute. Onboard calculator, just for a couple things, but not for takeoff data. Navigation chart, third-party options, Navigraph account, link account, loading, And I have never done this, so I'm going to do that because it's important. I'm going to show you why. Okay, signed into Navigraph. The reason I wanted to do that is that we can have some onboard map on the ground. I'll have to try to figure out how to do that. I watched 320 Sim Pilot, and that's who I use for my reference, just to give them complete credit there. Star approaches, taxi, and ICAO, KDFW. Now that I'm signed in, and there we go, taxi routes. And I will have this timestamp, guys. For those of you familiar, I'll do the complete pre-flight as I know it, and we'll go from there. There we go. Let's clock it. There we are at the gate right there. Okay, that's that. This is air traffic control for if you go VATSIM or IVAO. Some other important things. Oh, this thing is unbelievable. This, I mean, guys, freeware. Look at this. Look at that. Isn't that fantastic? It's got interactive systems guides and just anything you want to know. Full manual. Telling you how to set up, how to work this thing. Important, very important. Be honest with you, I haven't read it. I need to, because it's probably an answer to a lot of my questions in here. Anyway, all the kudos to Fly-by-Wire for providing us with a manual. As I mentioned, there's my flight plan over the North Atlantic route, which we're never going to get to, and there's a PDF. There's my tutorial that I'm going to. I promise you, I'm going to read it. I'm going to read it. So that's that one. We've got onboard checklist here. We also have a checklist that's going to appear down here as part of the onboard checklist system. So let's go to the overhead now. We've got the EFB loaded up. Well, we started it anyway. I'll come back to it. Let me go to the overhead. Well, cockpit preparation. If we want to do a full pre-flight, we come in, we check all the circuit. Sorry about that. This is the pressure breathing equipment for fighting a fire. It's a hood. Halon fire extinguisher in the green. Third observer, this guy. 1, 2, 3 observers back here with jump seats, so it can carry 5 crew members in there. Can open the door here. Hello. Hello. Right now we could start GSX and get people coming on, but we're not going to do that just yet. I'm going to try to work the onboard stuff today. Coming in here, right up the middle, we want to make sure we're not going to hurt anyone. So the parking brake is on right here. Spoiler lever is down. We're about to put power in the aircraft, so we want to make sure we're not going to give anyone a boo-boo. But while I'm here, this is the mouse slew for the screens. We'll be using just our onboard mouse here, but the pilots would rest their hand here and maneuver this little ball. Pretty cool. Throttle's right, all reverse levers are down. Radar is off. Gear handle's down. Wipers are off. This is part of the pre-flight checklist. That's all in your manual guide there. Wipers are off. Fuel dump. Make sure the fuel dump switches are all off. And they're right here. Jettison and active are off. There's 4 batteries. 1, 2, 3, 4. See, you get a couple of lights down here as they come on. But now we do have a veil. One guy set to use number 2, then 1, 3, 4, and the screens will come up to speed a little faster. While we're doing that, I'm going to turn the IRSs on, get that alignment cycle going, like that, and we'll come back in and turn out all the white lights, and just like the Airbus A320 evidently is like that too. But while we're here, guys, I'm going to turn on some lights. Not all of the rheostats are modeled, I have noticed, but they're pretty well modeled. That one's not modeled. I haven't taken the time to count how many there are just yet. But I know if you go up here and you go down low, there's a rheostat here and rheostat there. That's for the mode control panel up here. Coming down. Guys, you know, if you haven't flown with me before, I would appreciate you subscribing. A lot of fun. This is my retirement project. I'm going to turn all these up here for now. Take a little while to warm up and get them going. and joining the Discord, all that stuff. But I've been flying around mostly just pretty much, you'll see with my resume, I have 21,000 hours, flown a lot of different airplanes, but never the A320, 330, 340, 350, or the 380. So I'm new to this. Let's go back to the overhead. Before we do that, let's go to the EFB again, because there's a couple more things. So that's a checklist. These are some presets you can do. To be honest with you, I'm not familiar. Here's some aircraft options, Excel height. I'll just show you how I have mine set up back here. Sim options, however you want to set it up. And it goes through third-party options. I've got SimBrief and Navigraph all set up. If you have that, realism, real, boarding time, instant. How about fast? Go fast. 500 people on here. Autofill checklist. Nah, that's cool. Autofill, it's unrealistic. Autofill checklist will be as you accomplish the item. The checklist, which I'll show you, automatically fills. Let me see that. I'll put that on. I don't care if it's unrealistic. It's kind of cumbersome to do it the other way. Right there, you can see that the if you're going to go Navigraph, Pilot Edge, VATSIM, do your thing there. And then lastly, what do we got here? FlyPad, auto brightness, English. I've got mine in UTC. I just find it's better that way. So we've got all this set. I'm going to go to the services. Up here, top right, you got services, fuel. That's our fuel that we need. We're going to hit this play button. It's defueling because it was full. There we go. Got our fuel is in there. We did instant payload. You could change it here if we want. Main, upper, I showed you that earlier. Here we go. The passenger weight, you can change that. Instant boarding time. Looks good. Fast. Just too fast. This is the difference between max landing weight and takeoff weight. Right there. And pushback. It's got the own pushback system. To use that, but right now we're not using it. It does work with GSX. I guess I can do that for you.
This parking is too small for your aircraft.
I'll request boarding.
Boarding requested.
Only thing I don't like about this is I have doors that GSX yells at you to open and close doors. Gets a little obnoxious as I've been able to find a way to turn it off. And I will be using say intentions here as we get going. So let's get the ATIS going.
Altimeter 29er6. Arriving and
departing
departing
in
runways
south.
18 left,
Romeo.
18 right, 17 center, 17 right,
And there we go.
13 right, 13 left, 17 left. Caution bird activity. Visual approach is in use. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions. VFR departures contact clearance delivery on 128.25. Advise on initial contact. You have information. Romeo.
Romeo clearance. DFW clearance. This is Speedbird 123 Super. Information Romeo. Gate Delta 16. Request clearance to London.
Board crew. Pilots boarding starting.
We'll let them answer us here in a second. You can see this little, if you don't have, say, intentions, I have the full package. I'm a partner in the partner program. Yeah, this eventually goes away, guys.
This parking is too small for your crew. Boarding starting.
It's still spinning around, which means they're getting us a clearance. Hopefully they give us our departure runway. Sometimes they don't give it to you until you push back.
Speedbird 123, Super, cleared to Heathrow via the ZAC 4 departure. Then as filed, climb and maintain 4,000. Expect flight level 37010 minutes after departure. Departure on 125.2, squawk 6542.
Okay, Speedbird 123 Super, cleared to Heathrow via the ZAC 4 departure. Then is filed, climb, maintain 4,000, expect flight level 37010 minutes after departure. Departure 125.2, squawk 6542. answer me?
Divert 123 Super, read back correct.
All right. So let me go, guys, to ground control here. Get clearance off there. There we go. And 6542 on the squawk. I'll move this out of the way here. I have it set on automatic setting
Your
of the
crew has
squawk.
boarded. Passengers boarding starting.
So in order to get to the squawk, we can go here.
Cabin crew, all doors in flight and cross-check.
RV service. I'm going to go
Good
auto.
morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of British Airways, I
JRA,
warmly welcome you aboard flight
normal.
123 to
We're set.
London. As we prepare for
let me show you
departure,
this, guys,
please ensure that your
what the
carry-on
problem is
items
here.
are stored securely in the overhead compartments or completely under the seat in front of you.
Services.
Remember to be careful when accessing the overhead bins,
cargo
and if
door?
you need any
Try
assistance,
it.
don't hesitate to ask. For those seated in the exit rows, please take a moment
Says
to
it's
review the
open,
safety card in your seat
but I
pocket.
don't think
You may be
it
asked to
ever
assist in an emergency, so if you're not
turns
comfortable
that
with
off.
that, just
We'll
let
see.
us know, and we can find you another seat.
We'll go outside and take
Thank
a
you
look.
for your cooperation.
I do notice that with GSX on my last flight, see some of these doors. I couldn't get this door to shut up here, but eventually it closed on pushback. So just so you know, I'm hoping that when this door opens, but they wanted forward and aft cargo door, and hopefully there we go. Both are open. I mean, guys, this stuff is free. This is unbelievable. I'm in total awe of this product because of the price tag, or lack thereof. Okay, back inside. Hopefully we solved our GSX door issue. Let's go to the overhead and run the lights out project here. 3 columns, right? Like an Airbus. Oxygen supply is off. It's basically a lights out. We're not going to do all the tests. We can start the APU master. Technically, we're supposed to do a fire test up here. Before we do that, check all the messages, ECAM messages, and you'd also check any lights down here. So anyway, we get that started. Go to the overhead, and we'll start the APU. Get that going, and we'll get the Avail light. We'll know it's ready. We'll turn on the APU bleed, get the packs going. Sounds like the people are coming on board here. If we go to the lighting panel down here, you see that nicely. Emergency exit lights, we get that armed. We're going to go, everything's off except for nav. And then we should probably go on strobes, auto, so we don't forget that. Logo light is not modeled. Taxi nose light. Still no Avail light here. Seatbelt sign and no smoking sign. No mobile, I'm sorry. So throwback guy. Put this on auto, and seatbelt sign is off as they're still refueling. There's a Avail light right there. So if that's the case, we can go back to the overhead and disconnect the external power. You can see that it leaves an Avail. And if we go back to our EFB, woohoo! Let's take off the ground power unit. That's good. It's still getting used to this, guys. Working my way around. I really hope you enjoy this. So loading up the box. We've got the overhead set. We've got our clearance. We don't know what runway we're going to. Let's just go over here and we did the overhead. We'll set up this panel. 4,000. The actual SID calls for 10,000.
Falcon 762, Foxtrot Romeo cross, runway 24, contact ground on 121.9.
Runway heading to the south is
runway 24,
175.
on 121.9, Falcon 762, Foxtrot Romeo.
You can see say intentions starting to get
Yeah,
going there.
145 kilo Alpha cross, runway tree 1 left, contact tower for further instructions.
Yeah, let's put the indicator
Crossing
airspeed
runway
in.
1 left, we'll contact Tower King
It's
Air
going to be about
145
160
kilo
or
Alpha.
so on the V2. I have to take the time to look up what this is called. Is it mode control panel, flight guidance panel, glare shield control panel? I know these are electronic instrument systems on each side, and I think this might be the flight control panel. The whole thing is glare shield control. I don't know. We'll have to look it up. Constraints is like data mode on other aircraft, airport, terrain, and traffic is what I like to fly with. But here's your flight director switch way over here. This is your flight path vector and all that. That's a localizer vector on final. So those are off. Don't think that's vertical speed. LNAV, VNAV, I thought it was at first. We're going to fly with basically just the flight director on when we get going. Let's see here. Still aligning. Let's go to the box and load that up. Initialize. Flight number. And it's British Airways BAW. Want to see something cool?
Hello.
I got to show it to you. BAW. Hold on a second.
Welcome on board.
I'm as a Boeing guy, right?
This way, please.
This is unbelievable. How do you get this thing out? Oh, these are your footrests there. Anyway, there's a tray down here somewhere that comes out with a keyboard on it. That's your footrest. For whatever reason, it's not working. I'm doing something wrong. There it is.
Hello.
There's your tray.
This way.
See, we got the wear marks here. How's that?
Boarding pass, please.
Here it is. Have a nice meal. You can even put a keyboard up here somehow. Don't know how to do it, but anyway, thought I'd show you that. It's 30 seconds of your life you can't get back, right? And I'll try to figure out how to put it back. There it goes. All right, let's go back to the box. Enough of that nonsense. FMS, right? Copy request flight plan. Uplink in progress. I'll just stay with you. It takes a minute. You can see the database over here. October 31st through November 28th. Today is November 8th, so we're all good there. Uplink test. Receive flight plan. Click on it. Insert it. There it is.
Hello.
Trip wind. Go in here. You have average wind plus 54.
This way.
So you just put in 54. That's all good. IRSs are aligning. They're nav aligned on GPS position. Departure. DFW runway. We're going to guess 18 left. We can always change it. SID is the ZAC departure all the way down. ZAC 4.
Hello.
Transition is, well, I should get you in where you can see that, right?
Hello.
Transition is basket. That looks good. And enter it. Insert the temporary. Here we go. We'll be in nav mode when we go. And now if we go all the way down to London,
Hello.
Heathrow, or what runway are they thinking we're going to be on? A little early, but 9 left, Chirac 1 Hotel. It's very familiar to me. I'll tell you, I've been to London hundreds of times, hundreds. 9 left, ILS. You can always change it, right? But this makes the via, let's go star.
This way.
This makes the ETA better for a PA. No transition off that approach. We don't have to do a via off of Occam or anything. We'll put it off of Occam. And temporary flight plan, insert, and that's done. So now we can go to perf.
Good morning.
And we've got to actually enter the init data completely. Let me see here.
Hello.
This navigates fuel and load. Fuel and load. So 0 fuel weight. I ran into a little problem here. Maybe you guys can help me. So 0 fuel weight. I have this in pounds. My settings were in pounds. Yet when I put in my 0 fuel weight, 751.3. Sorry, 751.3. Watch this. 751.3. Enter it.
Hello.
It goes away. I have to put in kilograms, so roughly half of that. So like 365.
Welcome on board.
365.0 kilograms, and then it stays, but it also
Your boarding pass.
comes out in pounds. So the gross weight is correct on that. So A little interesting. For now, we're going to go 0 fuel weight over here. Oh, I think it was 34.5, 34.2 for CG. And block fuel
Hello.
is, now it's going to take the pounds. Block fuel 247.8. 247.8. Took that, right? So just the 0 fuel weight, it wouldn't take it in pounds. Let me go back over to EFB. Let me go payload. I want to make sure I get that right. 3537. 3537. 35.3. I'll go 35.4. All right.
This way, please.
That's all good. So we got the glacial control panel set, whatever it is. Heading,
Pass, please.
it went into, I think, a nav deal. So normally
Hello.
Boeings, we put in the 175 up here, but I think on the Airbus it just
Your boarding pass.
goes to nav on the
This way,
panel. Should be
please.
climb and nav. Right now it is. Okay, so that's that. So we got the
Yes,
flight
your
plan.
boarding pass.
That's all set all the way down to London. We would walk that through if you wanted, right? Walking on down all the way to London. There it is, the arrival. We've got perf set up. We haven't done, well, you know, liar, 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 pants on fire. Let's go in here, here, all the way down to the TPSs, which are at the bottom of the flight plan. I've got mine in the American Airlines format, my sim brief.
Welcome on board.
All the way down. I imagine a performance onboard computer
Good morning.
is one of the things that's coming up by fly-by-wire. And I may be missing something, guys. Please feel free to interject at any time via the comments or my Discord channel. Anything you can help me with, I do appreciate it. We're planning on 18 left. It's a 59 flex, bleeds on 36, 53, 59.
This way,
33, 33, 156,
please. Hello.
159,
Hello.
and a 59 flex. That was a little confusing. That's good. And the THS, this one right here.
Hello.
So I'm going to go flex and 59. Guys, these engines, something's up with them. I don't think they're properly modeled. You'll be doing 4,000 feet per minute to 30,000 feet. Over here, this THS, I'm told,
Good morning.
is down here, not over there. And your THS for this is 42.7.
This way. Hello.
Looking for 40.0. Let's do this. 40.0. That might be wrong. Let me see here. Hang on one second. Yeah, 40.0. So let's put in 40.0. Don't know if that's right, guys. Feel free in the comments to say. But it's not off the EFB. It's off that grid. It actually senses its weight. Packs on, ice off. So now we've got, if you come down here, you can do it up here too. Some guys like to do that. So touchscreen. Remember, you also had,
Good morning.
as I mentioned, the other stuff. ATC com. Active.
Good morning.
This is serve is where you get the squawk, weather radar, how you do that stuff, terrain.
Boarding pass, please.
FCU backup.
Welcome on board.
Don't know. Okay, let's go here. But everything can be done down on the panel here too. So we got performance is set, and it is all set. We've got the flight plan is all set. Put this guy in flight plan, and we have loaded the box. As far as I'm concerned, we're good to go. So
Welcome on board.
you can see that they're slowly boarding. We come down here, we do the whole pre-flight checklist. As I mentioned, there is a checklist over on the EFB. Right down here.
Morning.
where you can go through each of the ones, or the way that the real pilots do it is via the checklist button right here. And there it is. Cockpit preparation.
Hello.
Oh, I have to do this. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry you had to see that. Get this right. Good. Check mark down here. Check mark. Gear pins and covers remove. Okay, check. Fuel quantity, check.
May I see your boarding pass?
Seatbelt sign. It looks like they're done fueling. Probably leaving in 10 minutes. Let's go ahead and put that on. Seatbelt sign. And you can see it went to green. It's checked. Barrel reference 2997. That's checked. Yes, this is what the real dudes would do. And checklist complete. Check. So now we go to the checklist. And before start checklist, check.
Hello.
Parking brake is set. That's on.
Hello.
Takeoff speeds and thrust, we just did that, check.
Good morning.
Falcon 762 Foxtrot Romeo cross runway 24 contact ground on 121.6.
This way.
And roll complete on that.
Contacting ground on 121.6.
Up here,
Falcon 762 Foxtrot Romeo.
something I want to try, which I've not done, I just read about it. RTO is still going there. I want to get my diagram up here, my airfield diagram. How do I do that? This could be embarrassing because I don't really know it. You have to have your Navigraph account opened up. There it is. We are at gate 16, as you can see. And somehow, and I'm not going to know how to do it, you get the, it'll show up here. So instead of being a nav, I don't know if it's ARC,
Falcon
plan,
762 Foxtrot Romeo taxi to holding point Bravo 2 via taxiway Charlie and Delta.
no, I thought it
Taxi
was
to
a
holding point
plan.
Bravo 2 via Charlie
It
and
might
Delta.
take a little while to
Falcon
come in.
762 Foxtrot
We'll just leave this
Romeo.
over here and see if it comes up here in a second. Zoom. Yeah, I'll go all the way to Zoom. We're thinking about it. Thinking about it. Sounds like they've done boarding back there. Let me,
This parking is too small for your aircraft.
boarding complete. Let's get them going. I think we're downloading. Now, you have to have your Navigraph account signed in. I've gone over to, close door 5L. I've gone over to there, and there it is. And if you want to zoom in, airport, here we go. Zoom in.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
I obviously don't know how to zoom in, but you get the little diagram there. There's your takeoff runway in the green arc. Yep, I'll have to look up how to zoom in.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin
Yeah, I
inserted.
thought that's pretty cool. Let's go over to the EFB. I obviously don't know how to do that yet. Services. We'll go to services. We'll close it all up. Let the catering go. Looks like the fuel truck is leaving. Okay. Looks good.
Locking gear.
Very good. Yeah, I apologize not knowing how to zoom in on this bad boy. I wonder... Oh, there you go. There you go. You guys probably knew that. You use this, so you're in Zoom, and then you can use this to go in and out. I just think that's the coolest thing ever. I just do. Okay, let's go. I can talk to my FO now. Hey, Ace, how you doing, buddy?
G'day,
What?
Captain Jeff. I'm doing great. Ready to handle the comms when you are. Just give me the word, mate.
Okay, Ace, you have the comms. Let him handle it for a little while, guys.
Righto, Captain Jeff. I'll handle the comms from here.
And Alejandro, how you doing back there? Just talking to my cabin crew here.
I'm doing great, Captain. Thank you for asking. Just making sure everything is smooth for our lovely passengers.
Thank you. Okay, Ace, you want to do the departure briefing?
You're welcome, Captain. Just making sure everything is going smoothly for our lovely passengers.
Sure thing, Captain Jeff. Here's the departure briefing. We'll be departing from runway 17 right. We'll be flying the ZAC 4 departure with an initial climb clearance to 4,000 feet. Transition altitude is 18,000 feet. After takeoff, we'll follow the SID profile, climbing to FL240. Weather at departure shows no significant weather expected en route. In the event of an engine failure below 400 feet, we'll continue straight ahead and follow ATC instructions. Above 400 feet, we'll follow the engine out SID procedure, climbing to 3,000 feet before turning back. For any abnormalities or emergencies before V1, we'll reject the takeoff and apply maximum braking. After V1, we'll continue the takeoff, handle the emergency, and communicate with ATC. We have been cleared as filed.
Isn't that cool,
Squawk
guy?
code is 6542, and departure frequency will be 125.2.
Only thing I had out for
Configured for takeoff with flaps 5.
him, guys, is he said
V1 is 142
17
knots,
right,
147 knots,
which
and
is the
V2
other side of the
152
airport. I
knots.
don't think
We'll
so.
climb out at V2 plus 10
If we
knots.
did that,
I think we're ready to go, Captain.
we don't really have the data. Thank you, Ace. Can you call for pushback, please? Let me go to the overhead, guys, and we'll get that going here. Fuel pumps on.
Calling for pushback now, Captain Jeff.
White lights out policy, right, guys?
Dallas ground, Speedbird 123, Super requesting pushback.
Speedbird 123, Super pushback approved, tail south.
All right, guys, tail south. Beacons are on. Fuel pumps are on. External power. That it's showing them still connected. That's a glitch, a bug. And we should have the APU bleed on and push back tail south. Okay, let's go back to GSX. Tail south, so that
This
means
parking
nose
is
to
too
left.
small for your aircraft.
Nose to left. We could obviously do this via...
Release parking brakes, please. Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
We could do this via the pushback app that's on the EFB. We won't though. Okay, we're clear to start, so we have to go back to the overhead, turn on the ignition right here. Ignition on, and we can start 1 and 2 together. I'm going to let Ace do that, monitor the engine start as we look outside, because we want... Now it's supposed to be nose to the left. This is tight. This big boy, man, I imagine you have to be real careful. So I don't know which way they're going to step this 17 right.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I don't
this
really
is
have
your
a
lead
path.
flight attendant Alejandro speaking. We have now closed the main cabin door and are beginning our pushback from the gate. We kindly ask that you remain seated with your seat belts fastened until we are airborne. Please ensure that all electronic devices are turned off or switched to airplane mode at this time. Your safety is our top priority, so please pay close attention to the crew's instructions throughout the flight. We are flying from Dallas to London with an estimated flight time of about 8 hours and 12 minutes.
You guys know
On
much
this
about
Airbus
this?
A380,
I'm going to start
we
that
have a
up.
total of 8 emergency exits, and I want to remind you that smoking or
Maybe that'll
vaping
help
is
with
not
some of
allowed
the
on board.
stutter. I have a
As
good
there are
computer.
smoke detectors in the
3080
restrooms,
on the
I would
graphics.
also
Could be a
like to take
4090
moment
be
to
better,
introduce
but
our wonderful crew.
got
Alongside
64
me, we have
RAM.
my lovely colleagues Maria,
I
Juan,
do have a
and
couple of
Sophia,
programs running,
who are here to
obviously,
ensure
stay
you have a
attention.
pleasant journey. Thank you for your attention, and we look forward to taking you to London
Go
safely.
in, see how we're doing here.
Dallas ground, United 216.
Whoa, what the heck?
United 216, Dallas ground. You still have an open flight plan. Please be sure to close that one first via the new flight button.
All right, looks good. Let's start 3 and 4. There it goes, and 2 and 3. It's all starting. Let's go outside. Big, beautiful airplane. Wow. It's fantastic. See, we got lost this. It's any better? No. Don't know what it is. I do have quite a few programs going. I have OBS Studio going. I do not have a scenery pack in DFW.
Taxiing to holding point Bravo via Alpha and Charlie King Air 145 Kilo Alpha.
Don't know. Don't know, guys. Hopefully that gets better. I'm going to go ahead and arm the brakes.
Tornado 892 Tango Oscar, hold short of taxiway Echo, waiting for clearance to enter the ramp.
The spoilers.
Holding short of taxiway Echo Tornado 892 Tango Oscar.
Looks like you got 4 normal starts. All good. Let's go to the overhead. APU bleed is off. Ignition is off. APU
Please set parking brakes.
Is off.
Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
I don't know. Not bad for the second flight. Now,
Cockpit to ground.
You know,
We have a good engine start.
It ain't over yet.
Disconnect.
It ain't over yet. Now, I should have nav there. There it is. So climb and nav should be set. Brake RTO. Just watching that sheet, the video by Sim Pilot, A320 guy. That's what it should have been. So here we go. So I want to set this at 40. Get this in the pink.
Unlocking gear.
Trim. Says 40%, right? So we reset the zero fuel weight after closeout and everything. We're not going to do that today.
Tow truck disconnected.
Look at that. The
Bypass
disconnect.
pin removed.
All right, we're going to get the
Left is clear. Right is clear.
flaps coming to 1. I do believe that's what it was, right? Flaps 1. Here's your options right there. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, a little jumpy. That's okay. There it is. Flaps are set. 40. Altimeter. Climb nav. Looks good. I do have my throttles calibrated using the calibration app that's on the EFB, so that I set the idle, reverse idle, full reverse, climb, flex, and toga. So I'm going to be going flex. That's all foreign to me, guys. Very foreign to me. Let me look outside. See if this guy's out there anywhere. Cheat a little bit, right? There we go. Looks like our frame's a little better. Oh, I guess we already got our salute. Okay, Ace, you can call for taxi, sir. Missed that one. Maybe Ace gave him the salute.
Calling for taxi now, Captain Jet.
Dallas ground, Speedbird 123, super ready to taxi. We have information, go.
We'll get our clearance here. It's supposed to be going south.
Speedbird 123 super, Dallas ground, taxi to runway 17 right via Golf, Yankee Lima, Echo Foxtrot.
Runway 17 right, Golf Yankee Lima, Echo Foxtrot, Speedbird 123, super.
Ace, can you request runway 18 left in progressive taxi, please? I don't have diagrams for the A380 getting over there, guys. I just actually hit my mic button there. See what they say. I didn't want to go over there because I really don't have...
Speedbird 123 Super, taxi to runway 18 left via Golf, Yankee Lima, Echo Foxtrot, progressive taxi approved. Ace should be answering that. All right, that's good, guys. So we're going to follow the signs here. That's there. The problem is I don't have my... and clear left and right. I don't have any charts for over on that side for the A380. If you take a look here, so technically this is the A380 charts. You go into taxi all the way down, A380 taxi routes and A380s. I don't have anything to get over there, so that's why this is the A380 gate 16 X-ray at DFW. Oh, you can't see that. I'm so sorry. There we go. The 16 right exit is the A380 gate at DFW that Speedbird uses. So we don't have anything. That's why I requested that. So we'll just follow the lines, which is one of the greatest inventions ever. You know, during my career, if I was clear left and right, I have a salute. Tornado 892 Tango Oscar, hold short of taxiway Delta, waiting for clearance to enter the ramp. Holding short of taxiway Delta Tornado 892 Tango Oscar.
Get this big boy going. Yeah, one of the greatest things. Look at this map here, guys. How's that? Golf Yankee Lima Foxtrot, progressive taxi. Okay, just do this. Here we go. If you zoom in even more, you can see the taxiway designations there. Pretty cool. I know you like that, guys. I know you do. All right, but we're going to turn that off. And we're going to come out of zoom. As we go at the speed of heat, squaring these turns up. Should be interesting figuring out how to get out of this taxi mode here. Let me go outside, guys, see if I can figure out where I'm supposed to be here. Oh, but look at that tight turn. Are you kidding me? Through the miracle of Simhood. I love this progressive taxi. I wish I had it when I was in the industry. All right, there we go. We are on Foxtrot, as you can see by the map here. Foxtrot, not bad. Through no great skill and cunning of my own. See how it taxis, not bad. All right, so now the Boeing pilot will flail through. Let me see if I can figure out how to get out of the arc, nav, arc. I want to come out of zoom.
Gulfstream 671, Golf Sierra, follow the Cessna, then continue to gate Juliet Tree. Following the Cessna, continuing
there
to gate Juliet Tree, Gulfstream 671, Golf Sierra.
All right, we did our departure briefing. Good engine out, altitude would be 3,000 feet. Come back into any of the runways are long enough. We do have a fuel dump available to us to get down to landing weight. If we have to come in and land overweight, we have plenty of runway. The outside runways, way on the outside, the shorter ones, so we can probably come back into this runway after, and just terminate the dump and come in and land overweight if we have to, like a cargo fire or a fire that we can't get out, or a medical emergency where someone needs to have medical care in a hurry, things like that. Otherwise, we'll plan on going, getting a clearance to climb above 7,000 feet above the ground and dump fuel somewhere down to max landing weight.
Learjet 333, Lima Juliet, cleared across runway 21, contact apron on 13-1.2.
Something I didn't do.
21, contacting apron on 131.2. Learjet 333,
I think I'll stop here and do that,
Juliet.
guys. I wish I could just tell Ace to do it. It'd be awesome. After start checklist. Let's do that. Pitch trim, we did that. Rudder trim, neutral, we did all that. So 1, 2. That's good. Take a configuration test. I guess I have something to learn, huh? Where is the takeoff configuration? You guys aren't going to tell me. I used to know what that was. Okay, let's go back to checklist. Checklist. Taxi checklist. Flight controls. I guess we do have to check that, don't we? Flight controls. Usually you do that before you taxi, Captain. Naturally, wouldn't just stop. I know. Elevators. Everything works. Don't take that for granted. Radar flap setting configuration. We did all that. Radar is good. Don't have one. Checklist complete. And now we're going to go back to checklist. Lineup checklist. Takeoff runway, cabin crew, packs on. We already did all that. Checklist complete. We can do all that stuff. Let's just get rid of all that. Checklist complete. Flight attendants prepare for takeoff. Make the PA. Takeoff configuration test. Yeah, don't know where that is. We can do this. Oh no. I forgot I'm in an Airbus. Don't want to do that. All right, let's go. Boeing pilot flies the Airbus. What should I call this video, right? I'm just thrilled to have gotten this far, guys. Parking brakes are off, right? The only thing we have left to do is go to the overhead and give them a chime, ding-a-ling-em. And that's over here. Or I guess we can do the yeah, whatever. We're good. Checklist is complete. We're ready to go. Now, the challenging part. I know I got to go flex on the throttles, get this thing cleaned up, start climbing out, do a couple more checklists, and then we're not going to make it to London. We'll do something. On say intentions, let me bring this over here. We should check my settings on this say intentions here. Let me bring that over for you. Settings. If you guys don't fly with this, got English, you can do it in any language you want. Just do a little publicity for these guys. Auto-tune the standby frequency, auto-tune the transponder. You can see I already set that. There's my control name, identity. I'm going to use the SimBrief call sign, or you can put in Speedbird 123 Super, type it all out. Headset controls, mic tests. Make sure if something's not working, that's probably where it is. You got volume controls for the intercom. If you want to turn down Alejandro in the back, you could. Multiplayer. I used to use canned and live. Not these others are just from other fields or people who have been on the frequency in the past. That's a pretty significant left cross there. Looks like about 12 and 13 knots. Intercom, I've set it up with Ace as my co-pilot and Alejandro, the professional. Here you can set whoever you want, right? You can set funny people. They don't tend to work for content creating. You could send a mentor or guide or disable it over there, but anyway, that's my intercom. Miscellaneous, live weather, standard ATC. If you went in here and you put in pro mode, it would get rid of all your frequency changes, automatic stuff, and kind of be better preparation for going for a bad sim. Traffic injection, which is a new feature. I've got that on high because I'm in the partner, the premium, and the partner program, and this is experimental. Some of the things. One thing. You usually can program. Oh, cabin crisis. Odds of a crisis. Every flight. I thought I saw on here start the crisis now on another one, but it's not up there anymore. So that's good. Okay, there we go. Okay, Ace, you can tell tower ready for takeoff. I know guys usually wait for ground to send you over. Let Ace do it for me.
I'll let tower know we're ready for takeoff, Captain Jeff.
Captain Jeff. Somebody get an Aussie on a British Airways.
Tower, Speedbird 123, Super, holding short of runway 18 left, ready for takeoff.
Speedbird 123, Super, Dallas Tower, runway 18 left, winds 100 at 14. RNAV Spira, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 18 left, RNAV Spira, cleared for takeoff. Speedbird 123, Super.
All right, final is clear. Clear for takeoff. Go to the overhead. Turn on the lights. Turn on the strobes. Well, it's on auto. I like to turn the wing on as well. Logo, yeah, why not? A little publicity, that doesn't work. Okay, here we go. Clear for takeoff. We'll go full length. And we are in nav, we're in climb, we're in breakage RTO. I'll be using flex, which is flex 59. As I mentioned, final is clear. Here we go. What could go wrong? All right, guys, how do you think I'm doing? Let me know. First, this is really my second flight in this thing. And first one went okay. I actually did a really nice landing, which I probably won't do this time. But many thanks to 320 Sim Pilot. I watched his video 3 times, really. Because I watched it once, tried to fly, had a lot of questions, watched it again, and off we went. I do apologize for stalling out the turn here. All right. Get this big boy turned around here. I figured out a couple of features. That was cool, that traffic feature. I like that. All right, 18 left. Runway heading is checked. I don't go takeoff power until I get this going. The last one, I got it a little too early. I'm going to go flex, 2 clicks. Takeoff flex, MPOTS, MCT. Apologize, guys. Get that nose wheel bouncing around, not too shabby, huh? Like it. I'm trying to keep it on the runway. Easy for me to do, huh? V1. Rotate nice and easy, 2 to 3 degrees per second. A little bit of rudder. Run into the wind.
American 123,
Positive rate. You're up.
Amstel 123, Dallas Tower, American 123. Verify your position. You should be on final approach for runway 18 right at KDFW. Amstel 123, Dallas Tower, winds 185 at 3. Runway 18 right, cleared to land.
All right, guys, I'm going to go to climb power out of 1500, which is 2100 here. There's 1,500 feet. Set climb power.
Speedbird Speedbird 123, Super, contact departure on 125.2.
Climb.
Contacting departure on 125.2. Speedbird 123, Super.
It's in nav.
Traffic.
Traffic looking.
Lone
All right.
Star approach, Speedbird
Flat
123.
speed.
Good morning, we're climbing past
Coming up.
500.
Speedbird 123 Super, Lone Star approach, radar contact, clear direct J-Girl, climb and maintain flight level 210.
Dallas Tower, Steerwing 3708, is on a 5 mile final to runway 18 right.
Clear direct J-Girl, climb and maintain flight level 210. Speedbird 123, Super.
Direct 2. Here we go. And we got 250. We are clean. Let's go down to the takeoff checklist. Click it. Better get down there where I can see it, right? Runway and SID, departure change. No. Don't need any of those. And we did all that. Checklist complete. Now we'll do after takeoff checklist. And it's all done. And I just got to do the spoilers disarm. All right, guys, we are flying out. It's doing 250, and yeah. Oh, this new thing came up here. Trigger crisis. So we're climbing to 21. I'll let it get a little further up.
Traffic.
Sure we don't have to do any maneuvers here. There they are.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've climbed to a safe altitude. The use of approved portable electronic devices is now permitted. For your continued safety,
Autopilot's
please keep
off.
your seatbelt fastened at all times, even if the captain turns off the fasten seat.
Speedbird 123 responding to RA.
Onboard Wi-Fi service is now available. Enjoy your flight.
Clear of conflict.
All right, that's not something I needed.
123 Super, maintain current altitude and heading until clear of conflict.
Traffic.
We're clear of conflict. I would like to continue with Speedbird 123.
Maintain current altitude and heading until clear of conflict. Speedbird 123, Super.
All right, autopilot's back on. We're navving it. We go back to climb power.
Speedbird 123 Super, climb and maintain flight level 290.
Climb and maintain flight level 290. Speedbird 123, Super.
Guys, that was kind of cool, huh? All right, so manual thrust. Yeah. We're climbing like crazy right now.
Speedbird 123 Super, contact Fort Worth Center on 124.875.
Contact Fort Worth Center on 124.875. Speedbird 123, Super.
We're in climb. That was interesting, huh? And it's going to get worse.
Fort Worth Center, Speedbird 123, Super morning, climbing through 12,000 for flight level 290.
Speedbird 123 Super, Fort Worth Center, good morning, Dallas altimeter 29.94.
Redbird departure, have identity, and cycle the transponder, citation 6 Alpha.
On our way to London.
American 1013, Fort Worth Center. Good evening, McClendon. check home altimeter 30.33.
Alright, let's go back to the side.
Captain, we have a situation in the cabin. One of the passengers, who seems to be a bit agitated, has started throwing objects around. It appears they were upset about their seat assignment and have become increasingly disruptive. I'm addressing the situation now and will keep you updated. Ladies and gentlemen, we kindly ask for your attention. We are currently addressing a situation in the cabin, and we appreciate your cooperation and understanding. Please remain calm and seated while we resolve this matter.
Alright guys, so a situation
You're welcome,
like this.
Captain. Always here to help and keep things running smoothly.
30.33.
American 1013, climb and maintain flight level 350.
So we would continue, guys. They're throwing things around. That's a pretty high, approaching a level where they assault, where we need to think about going back rather than continue across the North Atlantic. But we do give the flight attendants a chance. Altimeter standard, by the way.
123 Super, climb and maintain flight level 370.
Climb and maintain flight level 370, Speedbird 123.
All right, 37. 37 is set. Up in the climb. I think I have my throttles in climb, guys. Oh no, there we go. There we go. Levers climb. You can see that's a pretty high climb rate. I'm not sure if that's realistic, guys.
180, climbing flight level 240.
Citation 926 Alpha Delta, Fort Worth Center, good afternoon.
Alright guys, let's say that we said, okay, they're assaulting the flight attendants. We need to go back. Alright, let's just say that. Let me ask Alejandro. Alejandro, how's that passenger behavior? Do you think we need to return to DFW?
The passenger is still a bit agitated, but I believe we can manage the situation without returning to DFW. I'll keep an eye on things and update you if it escalates.
Thank you, Alejandro. All right, so there you go. But let's say he got violent, and we actually had to restrain that human being.
You're welcome, Captain.
To prevent
Always here to help and keep things running smoothly.
Safety indication. We'd start returning. So guys, what we would do is we're way up, so we can start dumping now. Gonna open the switch, arm, on, and if we really had to get on because the person was violent or restrained, we could land overweight if we wanted. In this case, the person is restrained. You know, it's gonna send them into cardiac arrest? Are they really nervous? But we're dumping fuel. We advise ATC we're dumping fuel. We tell company via A-cars we're returning to base due to a disrupted passenger. I'd probably get a phone patch, have the third pilot do a phone patch to dispatch and let them know, hey, we got to come back. They'd want the passenger's number. I'd pretty much tie that third crew member up for a while as they coordinate with the flight attendants. But let's say we're going back. Can't see any fuel being spewed out at the moment. I think though, here, I think we can simulate going back. So let me give him a call. I'm gonna take the comms away from Ace at this point. I've gone to pilot on the comms. TFW Speedbird 123 Super request. Thinking about it, guys?
Speedbird 123 Super, go ahead with your request.
Speedbird 123 Super, we have to return to DFW due to a passenger disturbance. We'd like to have vectors for the ILS to 18 left. This green circle means that they're coordinating.
Speedbird 123 Super, roger, turn right heading 250, descend and maintain 4,000 feet. Expect vectors for the ILS approach to runway 18 left at Dallas-Fort Worth International. Contact Dallas approach on 135.9 or 75.
Speedbird 123 Super, right heading 250, descend to 4,000. We'll expect 18 left and 135.975. Alright, so guys, fly the airplane first here. I'm going to go down to 4,000. I'm going to turn the heading to 250. Heading select. Make sure it's going the right way. I think I better wait till I get a little bit. They want us to go right to 250.
Delta 401, clear direct to Delta Alpha November 4.
Clear direct to Delta Alpha November VR, Delta 401.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've reached our cruising altitude. For your continued safety, British Airways requires that you keep your seatbelt fastened at all times while seated. Snack and drink service will be coming around soon, featuring delicious offerings from Mr. Tom Kerridge, as well as our special Brewdog IPA. Thank you for your attention.
Citation 6 Alpha Delta, climb and maintain.
Alright, 134.575. 975. Make sure I get flying the airplane. 250, 4,000. I'm going to put a co-pilot, I'll just keep you at comms. And approach Speedbird 123 Super, turning right to flight level to 250 heading, descending to 4,000 for the vectors ILS 18 left. All right. When he answers me, I'll go back.
Speedbird 123 Super, Fort Worth Center, good morning.
Okay, Ace, you have the communications.
Righto, Captain Jeff. I've got the comms down. Let me know if you need anything else.
Alejandro, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Captain. Thank you for asking. Just keeping everything smooth for our lovely passengers.
Speaking of lovely passengers, we're returning to DFW for that passenger disturbance. Can you please prepare the cabin for landing? We'll be landing in 20 minutes.
Understood, Captain. I'll prepare the cabin for landing and ensure the passengers are ready.
Okay, guys, it's going to get interesting from here, right? We're descending on down, so I've got idle. How far are we? Let me get the destination set here. I'm going to, let me go here, active, and turn. I'm just going to set it up for destination, new destination. I'm going to go KDFW. Insert.
Speedbird 123 Super, contact Fort Worth
DFW
Center
down
on
here.
132.85.
Runway 18 left.
Contacting Fort Worth Center
Routed
on
this, guys.
132.85,
ILS,
Speedbird 123 Super set.
Temporary flight plan. And I'm going to go all the way to the bottom. Insert temporary flight plan. All the way to the bottom. I don't know what a line is. Let me see that. 18 left. Charts. Approach. That's a confusing name there.
Fort Worth Center, Speedbird 123 Super morning, descending through flight level 270.
Speedbird 123 Super, Fort Worth Center, good morning.
That's a terrible name. Look at that, guys. Brunch. I mean, align, rather. So I'm going to go align. Brunch. From present position direct. Insert. We're not going to do that because we're still in a 250 heading. Just wanted to get the FMC set up. All right, so where are we doing? Let's get the ATIS. Weather. I don't want to go off frequency for the ATIS. And everything. We're just going to do this. So, okay. You can see we're coming in. Vectors for 18 left. We'll request direct to Grutch. Speedbird 123 Super, request a right turn direct to Align.
Speedbird 123 Super, turn right heading 270 to align with the approach.
Right 270 on the heading, Speedbird. See what I mean?
Right heading 270 to align with the approach. Speedbird 123.
Ace, can you request direct to Grutch, please? See if you can handle that.
I'll request direct to Grutch for you, Captain Jeffs.
Forward center, Speedbird 123, requesting direct to Grutch.
Speedbird 123 Super, direct to Grutch approved. Proceed direct to Grutch.
Alright guys, this is direct Grutch. Right there. And descending to 4,000. Here comes the altimeter. Yeah, so in here, guys, we'd obviously be, let's get the altimeter set here. $2998, 4,000 direct Grutch. Distance to go, 64. We're in good shape. We've got a 51. We've got about 70 miles to go.
FedEx 101 heavy, reduced speed to 280 knots for sequencing. Going to 280 knots, FedEx 101 heavy.
79 miles to go. We are going direct, so 79. We are passing through 17, so that's 51. 51 plus 10 is 61, so we're doing good. We do have to get down, slow down, so yeah, so we're dumping fuel. We'd advise ATC, and we get down to max landing weight. Speaking of which, perf, activate approach. Outside air temperature at DFW, what do we decide it was? 20. $29.98. Barrow, big full flaps. 298. So approach VREF is 140. So we'll fly about a 154 on final. Looks good. Looking good. Got 72 miles to go. And we're 14,000, so it's 52, 42 plus 10, 52, so we're in good shape to get down, slow down. Remember, we do have to use 10 miles or so to slow down from 290 down to 250. Make a PA to the people. Put the overhead. Get the landing lights back on. Nose is on. Wings on. Everything's set back up. Let them know we're coming back in. We'd have to have security. If they assaulted a flight attendant, security will meet the aircraft, and we'd ask everyone to remain seated at the gate. And it's going to be a long day for that passenger as we come in. Now, would we dump down to max landing weight? Max landing weight, overweight landing is not, we do have to write it up. We have to be careful. But you can definitely come in. But if we have someone that's restrained back there, and maybe the circulation's tight, you don't want to hurt the passenger, even though they've misbehaved themselves. So you would probably just put it downland a little bit overweight coming in. I'm not sure what the dump rate on this thing. I would guess it's around 6,000 pounds a minute. So 10 minutes is 60,000 pounds. We need to get way down below that. And I don't think there's any way to figure that out over here. Fuel, but we'll pretend, you know, if you wanted to, I think you can actually decrease the stuff. Fuel. Look at that. Defueling. Look at that. Speed limit exceeded. Oh, we're down below 10. Oh, it jumped me down below 10. We lost 4,000 feet on that little exchange there. That's interesting. Flight attendants prepare for landing. We chime them. Let's do the checklist. Approach. All right, barrel reference set, seatbelt sign is on, minimums, auto brakes. Auto brakes, we'll go to 2. Pretty heavy, now we're down below max landing weight. Barrel refs, minimums. All right, checklist is complete. What else we got here? Checklist, landing. Seatbelt sign, gear, spoilers, all that stuff. Okay, good. Going down to 4,000. Where do we want to be here? 4,000 at Grutch. Align at 3. Ace, can you request 3,000 feet, please? I want to get down to 3 to get down slow down. Ace is a little slow to answer me sometimes. I don't care. It makes me feel at home.
Requesting descent to 3,000 feet now, Captain Jeff.
Thank you, sir. Altimeter's just reset.
Fort Worth Center, Speedbird 123, requesting descent to 3,000 feet.
Speedbird 123, super, descend and maintain 3,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 3,000 feet. Speedbird 123.
Set. All right, so we're nav direct to Grutch in 3,000. Grutch was 4,000, so that'll put us down below. We'll intercept the glide slope from below. And as far as distance goes, we are going direct. This will be accurate. Got 49 miles to go. And I think what I'm going to do, guys, is go heading select like this. I don't like the way that looks there, that turn. And we'll just come in and intercept Grutch. I don't know, right here, we've got 1.8 left, this 4,000, 180 course, transition, perf, activate approach mode. That should do that. Confirm. Mag wind. We're going to say it's 180 at 10. Mag wind out, whatever. Minus 10.
Southwest
That's pretty stiff. We'll go minus 18.
to the Blanc intersection.
20
Direction
degrees.
Blanc intersection southwest 912.
Don't know what any of this is. QNH is 2999. Baro minimums 802. 802. What else you got? Both flaps. Pre-approach. VLS 142. We'll go by 147. I don't know if that's how you do it, but what is our missed approach altitude? 3,000 when we go. 3,000 and yeah, 3,000. Looks good. How about after landing? We gotta wake our way back to gate 16, Delta 16. So we need to look in here. After landing, airport, A380 taxi routes. So we can do, there's some way to do turnoff. So say we wanted to get off at Echo 4. I think we need to do this. Brake to vacate, right? Brake to vacate. Brake to vacate. Something like that. And I think
2,500.
There's 3,000 right there. We get down here, we got plenty of time. I want to try to figure this brake to vacate thing down, guys. I think I'm going to control the speed manually here before we get down below slat speed.
Speedbird 123, super contact Lone Star approach on 126.475.
Switching to Lone Star approach on 126.475, Speedbird 123 super.
Brake to vacate.
Lone Star approach, Speedbird 123 super morning, maintaining 3,000 feet.
Speedbird 123 Super, Lone Star approach, good morning McKinney, altimeter 29.907.
Echo 5. I don't know, guys. You have to figure, but you could do that. It would brake to clear at Echo 5. Brake to vacate. I got to look that one up, but that's a cool feature that we do have. Yeah, let's not get too distracted, right? Yeah, not understanding the features on here, the auto throttle system. Okay, sorry about that. Look at that, beautiful, beautiful plane. That felt like money. Not only would I have loved to have had a chance to fly that, but man, the paycheck would have been outrageous. Absolutely outrageous. I'm just going to align myself, guys. See, we'll come in and we'll go direct align out here. Request direct align when we get out a little further. Got about a 5-mile turn radius for a 210, 230 or so. Good. And Ace, can you request left turn to intercept the ILS 18 left? I'm just going to do it, guys. Here we go.
Sorry, Captain Jeff, we're not cleared for that. We're on an IFR flight plan and need to stick to our assigned route. Let's keep it on track for now.
Yeah, okay, Ace. You got it, brother. Here we go. So, and what I'm going to do is arm the ILS here, the approach. Not happy with this. Definitely not understanding that one, guys. ILS frequency. It doesn't auto-tune. Is that possible? Is that possible? 18 left. Charts. Approach. 18 left. I didn't know that. ICIX.
Proceed direct to the lead grid, then maintain 3000, altimeter 30.09 until established on the localizer. Clear for the ILS runway 18 right approach, downwind 342.
Too funny, guys.
Southwest 342, speed 250 knots.
I never thought our aircraft of this sophistication would not auto-tune. I'm sure it does. I'm sure I did something wrong. But now we have Cat 2 in there. You can set it up with both autopilots. And how far do we have to go here? 11 miles. We'll start slowing it on down. There's 2. I'll go gear down. And of course I oversped it, guys. Least of my worries, right? I'm gonna let it go here. Let it fly its FMS speeds.
Grumman 1388, Romeo, regional approach. Good
This
afternoon,
boat's out to the set.
29.902.
Get my speeds here. FMS speed. Here we go. There we go. It's going to work. Glide slope arm. Glide slope capture. I guess I can do this, right? Is that right? ILS. Glide slope capture. Glide slope. Looking good. You can contact Tower Ace.
Sorry, Captain Jeff, we're currently receiving radar services from Lone Star Approach, so we can't change frequencies without their permission. We'll stick with them for now.
Okay, request permission to contact Tower Ace. Tower is 2415.
Speedbird 123 Super. Contact tower on 118.505. Switching to tower on 118.505. Speedbird 123 Divert.
So guys, I think this has to go in a climb, right? Right there. And it will maintain the speed. Nope, there we go. Nah, I don't know what I'm doing. Obviously. We'll get it done. Let Ace contact here.
Unknown Speedbird 123 Super. Good morning, descending through 2000.
respond to maintain flight level 200 southwest.
We got these guys, we get to arm the spoilers as well. They're armed. 4 landing checklist complete. I'm just looking for the runway.
1,000.
Stable. Pretty low visibility. Runway in sight. Got a little studying to do with the airspeed and throttle, understanding the throttles, don't I, guys? I remember my friends who upgraded on this thing said it was a little bit of a learning curve coming off the Boeing. Autopilot's
500.
off. I'll break the sink around 50 feet. This is fun. Hopefully I can give you a decent landing.
400.
One red
300.
over 3 whites is good for super like this.
100 above. 200. Minimum 100. 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard. 5.
Not horrible. Let's stay on the runway. I wish I could have figured out that brake to vacate. It's going to go to reverse. Come out of reverse. Hey. Ace, request progressive taxi to gate D16.
Requesting progressive taxi to gate D1, 6 now, Captain Jeffs.
Here we go, guys. Lights are off, flaps are coming up, spoilers are disarmed, brakes are disarmed. Too cool. Too freaking cool. How much time do we have on this thing? About 1 hour 37. You know, that's not bad for the second flight. This, guys, is a tremendous piece of software. I obviously have some studying to do. Auto throttle control. Definitely looked like a Boeing pilot on that, didn't I? Understanding the enunciations. Coming on in. And we make a PA to the people, ladies and gentlemen. When we stop at the gate, we do ask you to remain seated as security is going to meet the aircraft. And gate D16 is where we came from. It's right over there. And they can contact ground and tell them we're taxiing to D16.
Righto, Captain Jeff. I'll let ground know we're taxiing to gate D1, 6.
What a beautiful airplane. That's how you stay in tensions, I guess. I'm getting better at it. We'll park way out here on D16. Obviously, there's this looks like somebody's on it. We'll just park right in here. We'll just park on this one. Stop in here, guys. Yeah. Park way out here. I think the aircraft parked that way here. We'll just
give it a go here. I know. I know. All right, brakes apart. Keep the seatbelt sign on. And APU is available down here. We'll chop them. Looks like they plugged in external for me. Thank you very much. That was fast. Like this. APU bleed is on. Oh, the jettison. Okay, we're done dumping fuel. Okay, we go GSX.
This parking is too small for your aircraft.
Request
The
deboarding.
boarding requested.
American Airlines, bring it on home. Let's go to the overhead. Turn off the REUs. Turn off the crew supply. Turn off all the fuel pumps. Open forward cargo. Okay, we'll go over here. Whatever you guys want. Whatever you want, my friends. Services. Forward door. Jet bridge, fuel truck. Ground power unit. We'll take that. We'll take cargo door. Baggage truck. Aft door. Catering truck. Forward door. Forward door. Yeah. Bring it all on. Bring it all on. And APU bleed is on. Seatbelt sign. We're leaving on so they can come back and get that passenger off. That's what we're doing. There's a checklist.
Passengers deboarding starting.
Okay, so the passengers deboarding, we'll say they got that passenger off. They're going to have a very long day indeed. Seatbelt sign off. You tell me. There we go. Seatbelt sign is off. Beacon's off. Wing is off. Strobe is off. All the enunciators are all off. APU bleed is on. We're cooling them down. Let's go to the checklist. Just taking you to the full conclusion, full and exciting conclusion. Landing checklist we did. Gear flaps all done. Checklist. Parking check. See what they got here. Engines are off. Fuel pumps off. Wing lights off. Looks like we did all that. Let me go checklist again. Parking, we did that. Securing the aircraft. Securing the aircraft. Check. EFB's off, batteries off, checklist complete. We're not going to do any of that just because the passengers are still on the airplane. So emergency lights, we can definitely turn those off. And we'll do the rest later. All right, guys, that was fun. Holy cow. Wow. I got to admit, we're doing a fake deboarding here. Just parked at a fake gate. I think 16X, they parked this way, like here at DFW. I don't have the scenery pack because they use both doors. So the airplane actually parks going that way. I read. Okay, Father Time, Jeff Richard, please subscribe. Please join Discord, help us out. We got a lot of old guys, new guys, all just helping each other get through the aviation and sim career and life in general. All good. Thank you for participating in my retirement project. Father Time's out.